Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching. This is Zuzana Mukumai from Intercultural Relationship Celebrate Your Differences. And today I am excited to have my husband here for the first video ever. This is my husband, Chris. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So,
thanks for having me.
Yeah, I thought because I talk about intercultural relationship and I talk a lot what we can do to make our relationship amazing. So I thought to have my husband here today so he can give us his views on some of the things I have been talking about. So baby, like what I have been talking about, like from the beginning of our relationship, I find out that I was doing some mistakes. And this was because that was the way I was taught, that was the way I knew. And there were three things which I would like to talk about today. And let me give specific scenarios. So the first one was that I felt kind of when the TV is constantly on, for example, I felt like that you pay attention only to TV, you don't pay attention to me. I felt like that the TV is basically more important than me. And it was all about, like, I interpreted in a way that you watching TV or you putting the TV on was a statement about myself. So how was it in reality?
Well, the reality is very different. I'm a man, and in my social setup with my fellow guys, there are certain things that we talk about, and I have to be relevant to those conversations. And one of the things that I need to be relevant is sport, because I love sport. I love watching news. I love watching certain programs on TV. And, I like sports. I can't, I have to watch it at home. If I don't watch it at home, I have to go to a club to go and watch it from
And that's
there.
what we don't want, right?
Yeah, so I go to the club, I might come late, then that will cause problems. So I have to watch it at home at some point. But then if I switch on the TV, then the TV brings problems. And, sometimes I just want to watch some sport and watch some news. That's it.
So it was not about me that you didn't want to talk to me, you didn't want to spend time with me.
It has nothing to do with that. I just need to catch up on what's going on around. I don't know. I always wondered what you had so much against the TV for, but yeah, but I understand. It's attention. You need attention and all, but it has nothing to do with not paying attention to you. I just need to, watch some sport and catch up with the news and what's going on around.
So this was one of the first things which I realized, that actually we should not take things personally, because it's normal. We all tend to make the things personal because we feel like we are the center of the universe, but we are not. And especially in a relationship, most of the time, when we have some issues, it's not about us at all. So as Chris said, the TV being on, it was nothing to do with me. It was just him wanted to catch up with sports. And so that's the mistake number one we often do. We take things personally. So let me jump to the second scenario, which is about roles we expect our partner to fulfill. And I love books, I love reading. And let's say Chris is not the biggest fan of the books. And often I would read the new exciting book. I would be so excited about it. And then when he comes from work, I was like, hi, baby, I am reading this new book. It was just published. I was waiting for it for 6 months. And then I go into the details, what is it about? And then I see he's on the phone looking bored. So I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Like, he's not listening to me. That means he doesn't care about me. So baby, what do you have to say about this?
Well, again, it has again nothing to do with you. I know we have different hobbies. As I said earlier, I love watching sports. Yeah, you don't care so much about soccer. I love sport, and books. Not so much. I love educational books, like study books and all that. But just the novels reading, I'm not so much into, it's not one of my things. So if I don't listen, I do. I hear you when you tell me the books, the interesting books that you've read. Some of the writers, I know them and I've heard people reading them, but if I'm not really so concerned about it, it's not because I don't care. But I just feel that you have your own hobbies and you talk to people who resonate with what you're talking about in your social circles. Like, for instance, you have a book club, right?
Yeah.
You go to a book club. So I assume you can talk to some people at the book club concerning certain interesting books. I just feel like we don't really necessarily need to have the same hobbies. We don't need to have the same interests, but we build friendships and that are outside our hobbies, and we can interact with people who we share certain hobbies, and we just share different things at home. So you can talk to me about books, but it doesn't necessarily mean if I'm not paying so much attention, then I don't care. I just feel we need to basically share some of the other things with other people who share, the different hobbies and roles. Yeah.
And this is a thing which may seem obvious, but it took me actually many years to realize that it is not the role or the job of our partner to fulfill the roles of all the others, of like our friends, our relatives, our community, basically. So as Chris said, I'm a member of a book club here in Kitwe in Zambia, and that's where I will actually find some understanding and passion about book, because as you heard, like Chris is into sport. I think like soccer is super boring, and he doesn't talk to me about soccer. Yeah, that's a good point. So he talks to his friends.
I talk to you about dance a bit.
Yeah, but soccer, I would be like, oh. So the point is, like, we often we think that our partner should be our best friend, it should be our husband, it should be our lover, it should be our colleague, it should be everything, but that's not how it works. And this is the second mistake we often do, that we kind of expect that our partner should be everyone to us, that he should fulfill all the roles. So I'm so happy that I realized this finally a few years down the road, and it makes things easier for me. I feel when I want to talk about books, I talk to my book club members, and also for Chris, that he can listen to me, but maybe when I want to go to the details and about the narration and all the things about the books, I just let him relax and let him watch soccer. So that was the number 2 mistake. And the third one, which I want to share with you, it's about our previous experience and how that impacts our behavior, our thoughts in our current relationship. So here I wanted to pick the scenario of having a lock, like the phone lock on the smartphone. And if at one point Chris, he didn't have any lock on the phone, but then suddenly I realized he has it, and then like my mind started to create stories, and I thought, why he is having lock on the phone? Like, what's happening? Like, is he hiding something? And I will go to this later, like why I thought so. But baby, like, why did you put the screen lock? Because you had nothing to hide from me, right?
No, it has nothing to do with hiding anything from you. And I know as men, we have created this illusion in the past. I don't know if it's an illusion or what. People don't trust us with anything that you do. Women have to have something to interpret something that maybe we're hiding something or we're cheating and all that. It has nothing to do with that. I teach dance class. In my spare time, I teach dances, and I usually use my phone to play music. And sometimes people have this bad habit of just going through people's phones. They'll just start going through pictures and all those things, and I just don't like. What do you want? So I just put a lock on my phone, so nobody goes through my phone. And I accidentally, someone decided to accidentally delete some of my pictures because of going through the phones, and it deleted my pictures. So I just put the phone lock, not because I'm hiding something, but I just,
I love this explanation because actually it shows that he put a phone lock to protect his picture, to protect kind of our privacy, because I don't want to comment on this, but I find this a bit strange habit of random people checking random people's phone.
It's common, yeah.
So, but my interpretation was, no, he must be hiding something. And this is what I want to bring up, that what happened to in our past relationships, it's like how we interpret things now. So for example, myself in the past, when I never use phone locks, but when I do, like, it means I'm hiding something. So I am the one actually guilty of hiding things, like not now, but in the past relationship, when I was hiding something, that's when I put a phone lock. And then when I see my partner doing the same, that I automatically interpret it in the same way. And I think it's very natural, very normal that we do this, but we have to be aware, like, of our past relationships, and give kind of the trust to the partner we have now. And when something is happening, at least let's give some thought to, like, how we interpret the things, and be mindful of the lens we are interpreting.
And I do understand, it's the psychologists call it projection. Sometimes when you go through stuff, you see something similar, somebody else doing something similar, so you assume they are doing that. So you are just projecting your past behavior on somebody else. So it's understandable. I understand. Sometimes that's why you find that it's difficult to start explaining and running. You just tell, look, it's nothing to do with you. People just going to, and that bad habit of you show somebody a picture, they start scrolling to try and check. So that's how somebody deleted some of my stuff, and I have work stuff on my phone, and though that some of it is confidential, it concerns some of the people who competitors and others. So you just hide some of the information from other people, but it's not about hiding anything from them.
So this was the number 3 mistake we often do, that we don't realize we have our own luggage, and we interpret things in our relationship, in our life, through the lens of our past experience. So thank you, baby, for being here. I know your schedule is busy. It was quite hard to find these 15 minutes or how long we are talking from our son, and because of the work. So I'm happy that you came, and hopefully this is just the first video. We will make many more.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure being here.
Thank you. And then if you would like to hear more about these 3 mistakes I just talked about with my husband Chris here, you are free to get my free video training about these 3 mistakes, because I really believe that these 3 mistakes can ruin your relationship, but you don't have to do the same mistakes as I did, or as many other people doing. You can avoid them, and in that video training I will also tell you how to fix these mistakes. So you will find the link below the video, and if you love what you are hearing, feel free to check out other videos on my YouTube channel, and let us know what you think in the comments. I will respond. If there are some questions for Chris, I'm sure he will also respond. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and I will look forward to see you again in the next videos. Bye.